In this video we introduce the two-stage production model. We click to raise the blocking cylinder of the second section. Click to raise the cylinder. Let's see where the blocking cylinder is. This is the second blocking cylinder. Block two cylinders from rising. We'll block one cylinder from descending. Then click the PCB transfer button. Click to stop PCB transfer and click to clamp the PCB. The first section of the program has been completed, as introduced in the previous video. We can then proceed to make the second section of the program. We right-click here, then click New. Now let's do the second part of the procedure. The program name of Part 2 is the same as the program name of Part 1, but with -2 added to the program name, such as ABCD2. The name in the video is wrong. Click OK, and then create a new program with the same name in the working view. Add -2 after the program name. The naming method in the video is wrong and confusing. The program is named like this. Click OK. Then create a new program name in the track view. Click OK. Each view program name is preceded by a P, W, or T. The numbers are preceded by letters. The P name in the engineering view corresponds to the W program name in the working view. You can see the name of the project view and the name below. The working view name, and below that is the track view name. You view our newly created program and there is no information underneath. We click on an item. Click Parameters, and then click OK. Click OK, the parameters pop up. Then click on the Offset Settings item. Then select the name of the working view program. Select the name of the program we just created. We created this name. What comes with the system? Click OK. You see, add working parameters in the column below. Then in the working view, select the name of the program we created. Then click Add Item in the column below. Select the parameters and click OK. Then in the tracking list, select the program name we just created. The names in the video are random, which makes it easy to confuse. Click OK. This is the program for paragraph 1. Let's check its corresponding relationship. Then check our newly created second section, which is the program name. This means that we have created a new program. The program in paragraph 1 is in the front, and the program in paragraph 2 is in the back. Then in the work view, click Add Item to create a mark point. Now let's follow the same method we used before to create the program. Click OK. Then manually move to the marked point. Find the first marking point. When we add a mark point, we must select the diagonal mark point, upper left and lower right, or upper right and lower left. We found the first marking point. Click the center of the mark. Then reduce the size of the circle. The size of the circle is slightly larger than the mark. Then adjust the camera's brightness and contrast. After the parameter adjustment is completed, we click to set the mark point. Click OK. Then locate the mark. The test is OK. Click OK. Then next, we look for the second marking point. Then manually hold down the arrow keys on the keyboard to find the marked point. At this mark, there is stolen goods on the surface. Let's change it. We use this marking point. The debugging method is the same. First, adjust the size of the circle and make it slightly larger than the mark. Then adjust the camera's brightness and contrast. Adjust contrast. Then click Set Mark Point. Click OK. Then click to locate the mark point. Now both mark points are completed. Then click the track view and click the name of our newly created program. Click on this. Then in the bar below the track view, click Add Item. Click Add Item. Select the function and click Mark. Then we look for glue spraying points. We use the arrow keys on the keyboard to move. Assuming that there is no glue distribution on the last two columns of the PCB board, we only add glue spray points on the last two columns. Click this Enter key, or press the Enter key on the keyboard. This means inserting a glue point. We adjust the size of the circle to be consistent with the size of the PCB glue spray point. We entered 1.5. Enter the parameters for your goal and click Next. We entered this wrong, so there has been no response. Let's reopen it and see if it updates. Press an Enter key. I put the comma into 15. This is because we just pressed the Enter key, so we cannot press the Enter key again. If we press it again, a point will be repeated. We click on Matrix Settings. Oh, sorry, that was a mistake, we didn't select the glue spray point. Select the glue point. Then click Matrix Settings. Click the center of the glue spraying point, and then click to pick up the current coordinates. Since this is equally spaced, we choose the last corresponding target point. The production process is the same as before. Click the center of the glue spray point, and then click the target point. Click to pick up the target glue spraying point. Then select these for items. Click Copy Rows and Columns. Enter 8 rows and 1 column. Then click OK. Then click Cancel. Then select the last glue point in this column. Next, we need to set up the column groups. Then double-click the last glue point. Then click Parameters and click OK. Then click on the column module grouping and click on the green light. Then click Edit. I'll double-click it again. Then we made the second row of glue dots. Next, we're going to click on Add Item to create the glue dots. We click on Add Item. Click Functions and click OK. Click the center of the glue spray point and then press Enter. Click the center of the glue spray point and then press Enter. Then select these two glue spray points. Press the Ctrl key on the keyboard to select the required glue spraying point. Then click Matrix Settings. Click to pick the current coordinates. Then move to the last glue spraying point at the corresponding position. Click the center of the glue dispensing point and pick the coordinates of the target reference point. Because the target point is not picked up in the video, the following error will occur. Let's check it out. Click Go and locate it. These problems occur because the target point is not picked up. We select these glue spray points. Select these error points and click Delete. Click Delete. Then we reselect the two target spray points and perform matrix settings. Press the Ctrl key on your keyboard and select the glue point. Then click Matrix Settings. Sorry, there is already one next to it. Let's click on the reference location starting point. Since our starting position has already been picked up, we don't need to pick it up again now. We click on the corresponding position of the target endpoint. The reason why the error occurred is that we did not pick up the corresponding coordinate position of the endpoint. We click to pick the coordinates. Enter 8 rows and 1 column. Then click OK. Then we select the last glue point in this column. Then we double-click the last glue point. We can just double-click. We select the parameters and click OK. Then click on Column Mode Grouping, turn on the green light, and click Modify. We click Cancel and then proceed with the matrix settings. We click Cancel. Select all the glue points and click Matrix Settings. Click to pick the starting point location. Because the spacing between the columns of glue dots is unequal, we pick up the next glue dot. Click the center of the dispensing point and pick the target reference point. Then check all the options. Then enter 1 row and 2 columns. Click OK. Because there are only 2 columns of glue points in the second section, we click Cancel. We right-click the mouse and click Select All to select all the glue points. Click Edit Project. We click Parameters and then click OK. Then modify the flying dispensing head working height. Since we know the parameters before, we just entered -40. Then click Edit. The dispensing heights here have all been modified. Then select Flight Mode Dispensing. Select the program name for the working view. Then we double-click this working parameter with the mouse. Then we select Airplane Mode. Because after selecting, the window will automatically close. We double-click again to open it. Because we have debugged before and know this parameter, we enter it directly. We just input the parameters we knew before. After the modification is completed, we just click OK. Then we modify the parameters of the run. Click on the project view. Double-click the program name in the column below. Modify the working speed and enter 300, then click OK. OK, now the programming of PCB Part 2 is also completed. Then we took the PCB out of the machine. OK, let's simulate this now. Click Run. The machine will automatically complete the production process of the first section first. After finishing, the machine will automatically enter the next step to program. Then identify the two marked points first. After the machine dispensing is completed, it will automatically flow to the next machine, but we don't have a signal line to connect to other machines, so the machine is waiting for the signal. We can short-circuit the signals together to simulate the signal of the machine behind requesting the board, and the machine will automatically output the PCB board.